Welcome to AWS Mastery Labs, turning AWS chaos into clarity with bite-sized tutorials, hands-on labs, and exam-smashing tips. In this video, we'll introduce you to the AWS Defense Portfolio, a suite of services, tools, and best practices designed to help you secure your cloud workloads and meet compliance requirements. Whether you're new to cloud security or just getting started with AWS, we'll walk you through the fundamentals, explore how AWS protects its infrastructure, and show you how you can build secure, resilient, and auditable systems using the AWS platform. Let's get started. As organizations move their workloads to the cloud, securing those environments becomes a top priority. AWS provides much more than just basic access controls like IAM. The AWS Defense Portfolio is a powerful collection of security services and tools designed to help you protect your data, systems, and applications across the entire cloud environment. This suite of defense tools goes far beyond traditional security. It enables continuous monitoring, automated threat detection, and intelligent response mechanisms, giving you the ability to identify and address risks in real time. Whether it's identifying unusual login attempts, encrypting data at rest and in transit, or managing firewall rules, AWS provides purpose-built services to help you stay ahead of threats. One of the strengths of the AWS Defense Portfolio is that all of these services are designed to work together. They integrate natively within the AWS ecosystem, creating a unified approach to security. That means your alerts, logs, and incident responses can flow seamlessly across services, reducing complexity and giving you more visibility and control. But with so many tools available, it's important to select the right services based on your unique threat landscape and compliance needs. Some services focus on network-level defense, while others protect compute workloads, storage, or identity. The AWS security model is layered, so you can build a comprehensive security posture that addresses risks at every level, from the perimeter all the way to the individual user or workload. Another key benefit is consistency. AWS security services follow standardized deployment and configuration patterns, making it easier to scale your defenses across multiple accounts and regions. And because these tools are managed by AWS, they reduce the need for building custom security solutions or relying heavily on third-party products. Amazon GuardDuty is a foundational part of the AWS Defense Portfolio, an intelligent threat detection service that helps you continuously monitor your AWS environment for malicious or unauthorized activity. What makes GuardDuty especially powerful is that it analyzes activity across multiple data sources using advanced machine learning models, anomaly detection, and integrated threat intelligence. With GuardDuty, you don't have to install agents or worry about degrading the performance of your workloads. It passively monitors critical AWS data sources like AWS CloudTrail for API activity, VPC flow logs for network traffic, and DNS logs for name resolution patterns, all without any impact on your applications or infrastructure. GuardDuty is designed to surface threats that are often difficult to detect using traditional methods. It can spot patterns such as unusual API calls, attempts to escalate privileges, or access from unexpected geographic locations. It also identifies more sophisticated behaviors, such as credential exfiltration, reconnaissance activity, and even cryptocurrency mining, taking place within compromised instances. The service stays ahead of evolving threats by incorporating multiple external threat intelligence feeds, including those maintained by AWS itself and third-party security partners. This allows GuardDuty to detect traffic to or from known malicious IP addresses, domains, and command and control servers. And for more control, you can customize detection using trusted IP lists and threat detection filters to fine-tune what gets flagged in your environment. In larger organizations, GuardDuty supports a multi-account setup through AWS organizations, allowing you to designate a central administrator account that can manage findings across all accounts. Finally, GuardDuty isn't a static service. It benefits from continuous updates powered by AWS's dedicated threat detection team. As new attack techniques emerge, GuardDuty evolves, helping your defenses stay current without requiring constant manual configuration. Amazon Inspector is a powerful, automated vulnerability management service that helps you identify and address security risks in your AWS environment. Whether you're running EC2 instances, container images hosted in Amazon ECR, or serverless applications using AWS Lambda, Inspector can scan them for known software vulnerabilities and network exposures, all without requiring manual intervention or scheduled assessments. Inspector operates continuously in the background, providing near real-time insights into the security posture of your workloads. This means you don't have to wait for a nightly or weekly scan. Issues are identified as soon as changes are detected in your infrastructure, such as a new software package being installed or an updated container image being pushed. One of Inspector's key strengths is its intelligent risk scoring. For every vulnerability it detects, Inspector assigns a risk score based not only on industry standard CVSS severity, but also on how exploitable the issue is and whether the affected resource is exposed to the internet or holds sensitive data. This context-aware prioritization helps security teams focus on what matters most, rather than being overwhelmed by a long list of issues. All findings from Amazon Inspector are integrated with AWS Security Hub, giving you a centralized view of your overall security posture across multiple AWS accounts and services. From there, you can correlate findings, trigger workflows, and take automated remediation actions through other integrated tools. Inspector also supports advanced features like custom risk acceptance and suppression workflows, which allow you to manage findings in ways that align with your organization's security policy, such as suppressing low-risk findings in development environments. For every finding, Inspector provides detailed remediation guidance, such as patches to apply, configuration changes to make, or packages to upgrade, making it easier for teams to respond quickly and effectively. In today's digital landscape, protecting sensitive data is more important than ever. Amazon Mastery is a fully managed data security and privacy service that helps you automatically discover, classify, and protect sensitive data stored in Amazon S3. It uses a combination of machine learning and pattern matching to detect data such as names, addresses, credit card numbers, and national identifiers. Mastery is especially effective at finding personally identifiable information, or PII, and protected health information, or PHI, the kinds of data that are highly regulated under frameworks like GDPR, HIPAA, and PCI DSS. Once enabled, Mastery continuously monitors your S3 environment, scanning buckets and objects for sensitive content and flagging potential data privacy risks. But Mastery does more than just content discovery. It also helps detect suspicious access behaviors and changes in bucket permissions that could expose sensitive data, such as a bucket being made publicly accessible or accessed from unexpected geographic regions. This provides an additional layer of security, especially in dynamic cloud environments. One of the standout features of Mastery is the ability to create custom data identifiers. This allows your organization to define and detect proprietary or business-specific sensitive data, like internal customer IDs, confidential contract numbers, or region-specific tax IDs. Mastery also generates a comprehensive inventory of your S3 buckets, including metadata such as encryption status, public access settings, and the presence of sensitive data. This gives you a bird's-eye view of your data exposure and helps you prioritize which areas need immediate attention. It supports automated sensitive data discovery across your entire AWS organization, so even large-scale environments with hundreds of accounts can be monitored consistently from a centralized location. Mastery findings are integrated with AWS Security Hub, making it easy to correlate sensitive data risks with broader security alerts across your cloud infrastructure. When a security alert is triggered, the next question is often, what really happened? That's where AWS Detective comes in. AWS Detective is a purpose-built security investigation service that helps you dive deep into the root cause of security findings across your AWS environment. Rather than manually pulling together logs from multiple sources, Detective automatically collects and correlates data from services like AWS CloudTrail, VPC Flow Logs, and Amazon GuardDuty. It processes this data continuously and creates a unified graph-based model that makes it easier to understand the relationships between users, resources, and events. One of the most powerful features of AWS Detective is its ability to reveal suspicious patterns and behaviors through interactive visualizations. Instead of digging through raw logs, you can see how events unfold over time, such as a user logging in from an unusual location, accessing sensitive resources, or attempting privilege escalation. These visuals make it easier to identify anomalies and connect the dots during a security investigation. Detective helps you answer critical questions quickly. When did the incident start? How far did it spread? What data was accessed? By understanding the scope, timeline, and impact, you can respond to incidents faster and more effectively. The service also retains historical data, allowing you to conduct extended forensic investigations that go back weeks or even months. This is especially useful when investigating slow-moving threats or tracing lateral movement across services and accounts. AWS Detective also enables time travel investigations, letting you look at how activity changed over time so you can pinpoint when something started to deviate from normal behavior. Whether you're analyzing authentication patterns, network connections, or resource interactions, Detective gives you the context needed to make informed decisions. In today's connected world, distributed denial of service, or DDoS, attacks are a constant threat. These attacks flood your applications or infrastructure with traffic in an attempt to overwhelm them, disrupt operations, and cause service outages. To help protect against these threats, AWS offers AWS Shield, a managed DDoS protection service designed to safeguard your applications running on AWS. AWS Shield Standard is included automatically at no extra cost and provides protection against the most common types of DDoS attacks at Layer 3 and Layer 4, the network and transport layers. This includes protection against SYN floods, UDP reflection attacks, and other high-volume traffic patterns that could otherwise bring down your application. For organizations that require a higher level of protection, AWS Shield Advanced offers enhanced features and support. It provides more sophisticated detection and mitigation capabilities, tailored to your specific workloads. Shield Advanced automatically identifies large-scale volumetric attacks and initiates mitigation without requiring any customer intervention, helping ensure your applications remain available and responsive. Shield Advanced protects critical resources like elastic load balancers, Amazon CloudFront distributions, Route 53 DNS services, and Amazon EC2 instances, services that are often targets of DDoS campaigns. One of its key benefits is cost protection. During a verified attack, AWS will absorb the scaling charges that result from increased resource usage, helping you avoid unexpected bills. For application layer protection, that is, Layer 7 attacks, Shield integrates seamlessly with the web application firewall. This lets you block malicious traffic at the application level, while Shield handles the infrastructure level defense. Finally, with Shield Advanced, you gain access to the AWS DDoS Response Team, or DRT, a team of security experts who engage directly with you during complex or high-impact incidents. They offer proactive support, guidance, and even custom mitigation strategies tailored to your environment. In cloud security, meeting compliance requirements isn't just a checkbox. It's a critical part of operating securely and legally, especially in regulated industries. That's where AWS Artifact plays a vital role. AWS Artifact is your central access point for AWS compliance documentation and agreements, making it easier for customers to manage risk and prepare for audits. With AWS Artifact, you get on-demand access to a wide range of AWS security and compliance reports, including third-party attestations and certifications. This includes important documents like SOC reports, ISO 27001, PCI DSS, and other globally recognized frameworks. These are the same documents auditors and compliance teams frequently request when evaluating cloud workloads. One of the key features of AWS Artifact is its self-service portal. Instead of opening support tickets or navigating complex legal reviews, you can review and accept legal agreements directly within the Artifact dashboard. This is especially helpful for customers operating under specific compliance regimes, such as HIPAA for healthcare, GDPR for data privacy, or FedRAMP for U.S. government workloads. AWS Artifact also helps you understand and uphold your responsibilities in the AWS Shared Responsibility Model. It provides detailed documentation that explains which security tasks AWS handles, such as physical infrastructure, and which are your responsibility, like data encryption and identity management. If you're preparing for an audit, AWS Artifact can be an essential resource. You can download reports and certifications instantly, helping you provide the required documentation to internal security teams, external auditors, or regulatory bodies. This reduces preparation time and adds credibility to your cloud posture. What's more, AWS Artifact updates automatically whenever AWS earns new certifications or renews existing ones. That means you're always working with the most up-to-date compliance documentation without needing to track certification cycles manually. Understanding how your cloud environment changes over time is critical for maintaining both security and compliance. AWS Config is a powerful service that provides continuous assessment of your AWS resource configurations. At its core, AWS Config continuously monitors and records configuration changes across your AWS resources, including things like security groups, IAM roles, EC2 instances, S3 buckets, and more. This creates a detailed timeline of every configuration change, making it easy to trace who changed what, when, and how. That's incredibly valuable for incident response, audit readiness, and security investigations. One of the key capabilities of AWS Config is the use of rules, predefined or custom, that automatically evaluate your resource configurations. These rules check whether resources are compliant with your defined policies. These checks help enforce security hygiene across your infrastructure. If your organization has specific needs, AWS Config supports custom rules powered by AWS Lambda, enabling you to write logic that reflects internal policies or industry-specific standards. This flexibility means AWS Config isn't just a checklist tool. It becomes a policy enforcement engine tailored to your business. But AWS Config goes beyond just flagging issues. It can also trigger automatic remediation actions. This helps reduce human error and speeds up the response to risky configurations. To simplify compliance efforts, AWS Config also offers conformance packs, pre-packaged sets of rules that align with standards like NIST, PCI DSS, HIPAA, and CIS benchmarks. These packs make it easier to audit your environment against recognized compliance frameworks. And because enterprises often operate across many AWS accounts and regions, AWS Config supports multi-account, multi-region data aggregation. This gives you a centralized view of compliance across your entire organization, helping teams detect drift, identify risk, and maintain continuous governance at scale. As your AWS environment grows, so does the complexity of managing its security. You might be using multiple AWS security services like GuardDuty, Inspector, Messy, along with third-party tools. Without a centralized view, it's easy to miss critical alerts or lose sight of your overall security posture. That's where AWS Security Hub steps in. AWS Security Hub is a central dashboard that aggregates findings from a wide range of AWS native security services and supported third-party tools. Instead of jumping between multiple consoles and reports, Security Hub brings everything together into a single, consolidated view. One of its most powerful features is automated compliance checks. Security Hub continuously evaluates your AWS resources against well-known industry standards such as CIS AWS Foundations Benchmark, PCI DSS, and AWS Security Best Practices. This allows you to detect misconfigurations or vulnerabilities that could put your workloads at risk without needing to manually run audits. For organizations operating in multiple accounts or regions, Security Hub supports cross-account and cross-region aggregation using AWS organizations. That means you can get a global view of your security posture across your entire enterprise, whether you're working in one account or 1,000. You can also define custom insights, essentially saved filters that identify specific trends or patterns in your security findings. These insights help you make informed decisions and prioritize remediation efforts. Security Hub doesn't just highlight problems, it helps you fix them too. Through integration with Amazon EventBridge, you can create automated workflows that trigger remediation actions the moment a finding appears. For instance, if an unencrypted bucket is detected, Security Hub can initiate a Lambda function to correct it or send a notification to your incident response team. And for organizations with specialized security policies, Security Hub supports custom security standards using service-linked configurations. This gives you the flexibility to monitor what matters most to your business while still maintaining alignment with broader compliance goals. Now that we've explored the key AWS defense tools individually, let's talk about how to bring them together effectively. A successful security strategy on AWS isn't just about turning on services. It's about integration and smart deployment. Following best practices ensures you're not only protected, but that your organization is operating securely, efficiently, and at scale. First and foremost, think of AWS Security Hub as your central command center. It aggregates findings from services like GuardDuty, Inspector, Mossy, and more, along with supported third-party tools. By centralizing your alerts, you reduce the noise and make it easier to identify what truly requires your attention. Next, adopt a defense in-depth strategy. No single tool can provide complete protection. AWS security services are designed to work together, each operating at different layers, like identity, compute, data, and network. For example, GuardDuty might detect suspicious activity, while AWS Config flags a misconfigured security group, and Security Hub pulls those findings together. This layered approach ensures that if one control misses something, others will catch it. EventBridge is a powerful way to automate your response. With EventBridge workflows, automation ensures faster responses and reduces manual error. For large organizations, leverage AWS organizations and delegated administration to deploy security services at scale across accounts. This allows central teams to manage security without needing access to every individual account, maintaining both control and separation of duties. As your security footprint grows, consider using AWS Security Lake to create a centralized data lake for all your security logs and findings. This unlocks deeper analytics using tools like Amazon Athena or SageMaker to run machine learning on security trends. When rolling out new tools, start with your most critical assets, like production workloads or sensitive data repositories, and then expand coverage from there. This helps you gain quick wins and prioritize where protection matters most. Finally, shift your mindset from reacting to incidents to proactively managing your security posture. Continuous monitoring, automated checks, and real-time alerting empower your teams to stay ahead of threats instead of always playing catch-up. By thoughtfully integrating services, automating response, and scaling securely across your organization, you build not just a secure AWS environment, but a resilient and confident cloud strategy. Thank you for joining us in this video. If you haven't already, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest content. We look forward to sharing more insights with you in another video. Until then, keep exploring. And thank you for watching.